All right, here we go. So you're probably wondering what other type of business that other businesses can exist that are out there as far as what we've talked about. You may have looked ahead, so you might already know the answer to this. And I know I've mentioned it a little bit, so if you've been paying attention, you may understand what's going on. So we've been talking about the different type of business organizations, and they're all based on who owns them. Okay, and it doesn't necessarily change here. But these can be owned in a lot of different ways. And so when we start talking about the other types of businesses, a lot of those are going to be very different from the other three. However, ownership could be any one of them. In other words, minus the next one we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about who owns that. A lot of them are going to want to be, they could be a sole proprietorship, they could be a partnership, they could be a corporation. It all depends on what it's going to be, how it wants to be set up. The next one we're going to talk about, before we get that far though, is going to be a business franchise. So what is a business franchise? Semi-independent business that pays fees to a parent company. So when you think of a franchise, you're going to think about most of the time a fast food restaurant. A franchise could be a lot of things. There was actually one I thought about the other day that I was going to remember to tell you this lecture, and now I can't remember. But there are several different franchises that exist out there when you start thinking about it. Wendy's, Taco Bell, Kentucky Fried Chicken, different things like that. Those are all franchises. What makes them a franchise? They're semi-independent businesses. What does that mean by semi-independent? Okay. Obviously, a Taco Bell has to be a Taco Bell. What makes them semi-independent is the fact that their owner is from Starkville, Mississippi most of the time. They could be somebody from the state of Mississippi, or it could be somebody out of the state, but they're going to be local owners, and they're going to kind of understand the local feel of things. Obviously, a Starkville, Mississippi Taco Bell is not going to be the same as a Newton, Mississippi, because of the Mississippi State University and things that go on there. So the local owner is going to be able to adjust to that stuff. He may or may not be the manager. He may just own the business, and then the Taco Bell hires somebody. It could be somebody who's a manager and an owner. Most of the time, the owner does not manage the business. They just they own the property. They get it set up. Somehow they get tied in with the franchise company, Taco Bell, which is not owned by Taco Bell. We're going to talk about that too. A parent company is going to own Taco Bell. Who is that going to be? That's going to be the, I can't remember. They own Brown Bottle Company. They own PepsiCo. They own KFC. They own a lot of different places. I can't think of it right now. Maybe it'll come to me as I keep talking about it. But it's owned by a corporation who actually owns the name Taco Bell, and they distribute from there. So that's where it's a lot different. Ownership, who owns a franchise, it is owned by somebody who actually owns the building, and then a parent company is going to kind of control things. That's why it's semi-independent. We'll see more as we talk about it as we move forward. Business grant exclusive rights to sell a certain product or service. So, as an owner of Taco Bell, I own the location, and I have gone into an agreement with Taco Bell, or not Taco Bell, but the Brown Bottle Company, the people that own the Taco Bell. They have agreed for me to sell their product. What happens for them? I pay them. I pay them a royalty. I pay them a fee to be at Taco Bell, and they get a certain portion of that profits out of it. So I pay them to use your name. They get a certain portion of the profits. I get a portion of the profits. I have to distribute out to. I don't have to distribute to my employees because Taco Bell is going to do that because they're going to set you up through all their ways of doing things. That's what makes owning a franchise really cool, really easy. Is that while I own the franchise, they already have everything in place. We'll talk about that here in a little bit too as we move forward. Parent companies are called franchisors. You're going to see they're the franchisors. That's to the parent company. A franchise is the Taco Bell. The franchisor is the company that is going to own that. The parent company that's actually going to own that name. Fast food restaurants are franchises, but anything can be a franchise. A gym, I think, was the one I was thinking about the other day. A gym could be a franchise. A Snap Fitness could be a franchise. And so it could be anything. Most of the time you associate franchises with fast food restaurants. Just because it has a location at several different places does not make it a franchise. Walmart is not a franchise. It has a location everywhere. It is a corporation. A franchise is going to be owned by another company. It's going to be owned by a parent company. That's what's going to make it a franchise, and you're going to have an owner who owns the property that exists on, the building and stuff like that, who paid royalties to be a Taco Bell. 6 advantages of being a franchise. Number 1, franchise comes with a built-in reputation. And I say the name Taco Bell, you know exactly what you're going to get. It doesn't matter where you go in the state. If you go to Taco Bell in Starkville, and Newton, and Clinton, which are the top 3 in the state in my opinion, Pearl, which is number 4, it doesn't matter where you go. You know that you're going to get the quality of Taco Bell. It may be a little different because it's a different place and you have a different person preparing it, but it's the same meat, the same cheese, the same lettuce, the same tortilla wrap, and the same sauce. You know what you're getting. It's a built-in reputation. Whether you like it or you hate it or you love it or want to marry it, whatever you want to do, you know what you're getting when it comes to Taco Bell. So that's what makes being a franchise an advantage, because I don't have to advertise. I say Taco Bell, and you know what you're going to get from that. I don't have to put a sign up and do a little dance and stuff like that in front of the TV to try to get people to come to my store. You're going to come strictly because it's a Taco Bell, because you already know what it's going to be. If you don't like Taco Bell, go to another franchise, and same idea. Management, training, support, help inexperienced owners gain experience to succeed. Because I am an owner and I don't know anything about running a Taco Bell, they already have everything in place. They have a manual they can give me. They're going to be able to whoever the manager is they put there, they're going to provide them with a employee video. They have to go watch them to hire employees and different protocols. When somebody slips and falls, this is what you do. When you hire a new person, this is what you do. This is how you treat it. When two people get a fight in there, this is what you do. They have all this stuff laid out, and if they don't have it already in the book and they don't know what's going to happen, they have the answer, because Taco Bell does not want to ruin their name because of that. If you do something stupid like slap your employees or slap somebody at your place that you own, that's on you. But they have a manual to be able to tell you how to do things as an owner, because you as the owner, where you own the building, maybe somebody manages, you still own the place, and you're going to put that stuff in front of those. So the way it's set up is we have to talk more about it. It's easy. This is one of those you got to talk about as you talk through it face to face and stuff like that. So it's one of those, if you have questions, please be sure to ask it. Because sometimes I don't think of everything when it comes to this, because the owner can't be the manager. The owner can just own the building, and he can own several different locations, several different types of franchises, have somebody else managing those things. So there's just a lot of different things that go with that. But because Taco Bell already has everything set in place, it can help you to succeed as an owner of a Taco Bell and make good money. These are flowers, by the way. If you see that stick on my arm there, it's not some arm. This guy gave me flowers. Standardized quality. Most parent companies require franchise owners to follow certain rules to guarantee quality. While you may not like the quality of Taco Bell food, I love it. Other people love it. That is something that's going to be a standard quality. Okay, if you think about another place, Wendy's, same thing, place to place, everything is a certain way to do things to make sure it meets certain expectations, meets certain qualities. Of course, they have ratings and things like that as well for food to make sure that they're not overcooking, undercooking, or serving food that's going to be bad. And so there's a certain quality that comes with that, and they already know what that is. If the meat goes bad somewhere, they're not going to send you bad meat. You're not going to know about it. They're going to start sending you different meat. It's going to be up to the parent company to figure out what meat and where they're buying their Taco Bell meat from. And so it's not on you. It's a standardized quality. It already exists. The menu is what it is. You're not going to go to many Taco Bells that will be different. Taco Bell's in the north, Taco Bell's in the south, east to west. They're going to be a little different for regions and areas, but they're still basically going to be the same idea when you go from place to place. Because they have a standard way to do things. You don't have a random menu just went from Starkville to Newton. It's going to be basically the same thing because you're in the same state, same region, same type quality customers that you're looking for. So it's all set in stone kind of what they're going to do. You can't go rogue. That's going to be a disadvantage later. National advertising part. You don't advertise. Who buys a Super Bowl ad that's going to help the Starkville, Mississippi Taco Bell? The parent company's going to buy that ad. They're going to put that in the Super Bowl. They're going to get people to go and be able to buy tacos, because you don't have to worry about advertising again. You don't have to worry about putting those things out because the name sells itself, but the parent company's going to be in charge of putting those things out there. Financial assistant, if you need to expand, you don't have to worry about using your money to expand. You're going to go to your parent company and get that type of stuff. They have these grants, if you will, things like that will help a new business that is up and coming to be able to expand, because if it's doing well and they need to expand, they want that to happen because they're going to make more money. Remodeling, you've seen Taco Bell. In my lifetime, I think I've seen Taco Bell remodel about 4 different times. You're probably at somewhere around 2 to 3 at this point. They do it all the time to try to make sure things are updated, and that's not coming out of the owner's pocket. That's part of that's going to come out of the franchisors and the parent company's pockets. Centralized buying power, they buy in bulk. You don't have to worry about, am I going to run out of stuff? They already know how much stuff they need to send you. They're going to buy it in bulk, and you're going to be able to save money that way. Well, you're not going to be saving money, but your place, your Taco Bell is not going to spend as much money because they're going to send it to you in bulk. They're going to send it to you as you need it because they're going to be able to look at know how much you're going to be making and using and selling and stuff like that throughout the week and months.